Welcome to the Flight 60 Introduction Training Module. In this module, we will learn about the front panel, the left panel, the back panel, the right panel. The front panel of the Flight 60 contains the control buttons, a 7.1-inch touchscreen, the pressure LED indicators, and the alarm and status LED indicators. The patient circuit connectors are found on the bottom part of the front panel. This includes the inspiratory limb connector, the quick connector, and when applicable, the dual limb exhalation valve. The horizontal LEDs indicate several alarms and ventilation statuses. When the patient triggers a breath, the breath trigger LED illuminates. When connected to an external power, the external power LED illuminates. When the battery capacity is below 30%, the low battery LED illuminates. When ventilating on battery, the battery LED illuminates orange. Should there be a major fault, the fault LED illuminates. When apnea occurs, the apnea alarm LED illuminates. When the ventilator switches to backup ventilation, the backup ventilation alarm LED illuminates. When the high and low minute volume alarms and the high and low pressure alarms are activated, the respective LEDs illuminate. The alarm indicating LEDs remain illuminated and do not turn off even if the cause was corrected. To turn the alarm LEDs off, press the alarm reset button. The left side includes the filter cover, the air intake, and the high-pressure enrichment external mixer connector. The filter needs to be replaced whenever visibly dirty. To replace the filter, gently loosen the 3 screws and replace. On the back panel of the Flight 60, you will find the hot swappable main 8-hour battery, the low-flow O2 connector, and the power cable connection. The DC 12 to 15 VDC can be used to connect the Flight 60 to the cigarette lighter port of a car. The USB connector is used to download log files and perform software upgrades. And the COM2 RS232 port is used for connecting the ventilator to a nurse system remote alarm or to an external screen. The right-hand side of the Flight 60 features the emergency air intake valve. This is the anti-asphyxia valve. On the underneath panel, you will find 4 screws which, when loosened, allow the user to change the internal batteries. The serial number of the ventilator can be found on the white label. In addition, the user will find the pressure release valve, which opens when the airway pressure exceeds 115 centimeters of water. Welcome to the Flight 60 Ventilation Parameters Monitoring Training Module. In this module, we will cover graphic display, numeric display, battery indicators, and alarms. The Flight 60 default display is graphic. In addition to the waveforms, 6 main parameters are continuously displayed: peak inspiratory pressure, expiratory and inspiratory tidal volume, expiratory minute volume, total number of breaths, and FiO2. The yellow pressure waveform and magenta flow waveforms are displayed by default. When a breath is triggered by the patient, the yellow pressure waveform is replaced by a green pressure waveform, and the green trigger LED is illuminated. By tapping the screen, a blue volume waveform will replace the flow curve. By tapping the screen again, loops are displayed: the yellow pressure volume and magenta flow volume loops. When a breath is triggered by the patient, the yellow pressure volume loop changes color to green. Scaling of waveforms and loops to fit the screen is automatic. Press the Parameters button to switch between graphic and numeric display. In addition to the numeric parameters from the graphic display, the Flight 60 ventilator displays baseline pressure, mean airway pressure, inspiratory minute volume, I/E ratio, and peak inspiratory flow. Press the Parameters button again to switch back to the default graphic display. On the top right hand of the screen, the 2 battery icons indicate the battery's capacity. The real-time battery capacity is displayed in numeric percentages. A green battery LED indicates that the ventilator is connected to an external power source, while an orange LED indicates that the ventilator is running on battery. The display of an upwards arrow indicates that the battery is charging, and a downwards orange arrow indicates that the battery is depleting. When the combined charge of both batteries is less than 30%, a low priority alarm is activated. This alarm can be reset by the user. When the combined charge of both batteries is less than 20%, a medium priority alarm is activated. This alarm can be reset by the user for 15 minutes. When the combined charge of both batteries is less than 10%, or the integral battery is less than 5%, an empty battery alarm is activated. This alarm can be silenced for 60 seconds, but cannot be reset by the user. Please note that the integral battery starts discharging only when the detachable battery capacity goes under 20%. Welcome to the Flight 60 Setup Training Module. In this module, we will learn how to attach patient circuits, connect oxygen flow, turn the ventilator on, and perform a circuit test. The Flight 60 ventilator is available in both single and dual limb options. In this module, we will demonstrate both ventilators. To attach a dual limb patient circuit, attach the inspiratory limb to the gas output on the left-hand side of the front panel. Attach the quick connector to the front panel, ensuring both the left and right side of the quick connector are clicked in. Attach the expiratory limb to the exhalation valve on the right side of the front panel. To attach a single limb patient circuit, connect the quick connector to the front panel. Attach the inspiratory limb to the gas output on the left-hand side of the front panel. Please note that every time a patient circuit is attached to the Flight 60, a circuit test needs to be performed. The circuit test verifies that the patient circuit was successfully connected. The Flight 60 provides both high-pressure and low-flow oxygen options. For high-pressure oxygen, connect the air-oxygen mixer by inserting it into the fresh gas intake located on the right-hand side panel. Rotate the mixer 3/4 of a turn clockwise to secure the mixer in place. It is recommended to use the oxygen tube clamp while using the mixer in order to secure the tube in place. Use the low-flow connector to connect a low-flow oxygen source to the Flight 60's built-in low-flow port, which is located on the back panel. To turn the ventilator on, press the on-off button once. A quick self-test is automatically performed when the ventilator is turned on and all LEDs illuminate. To perform a circuit test, press the technical button to enter the technical screen, tap the circuit test button, and press Enter. The test takes about 20 seconds. A confirmation message indicates a successful test. If the test fails, check the patient circuit connections for possible leaks and repeat the test. In order to initiate ventilation, press the Parameters button, review the settings, and press Start. Welcome to the Flight 60 Basic Operation Training Module. In this module, we will learn how to switch on the ventilator, change parameters, initiate ventilation, terminate ventilation and switch off. To switch the Flight 60 on, press the on-off button once. A brief self-test is automatically performed. During the test, all lights and LED indicators are illuminated. The ventilator automatically enters the parameters screen and the user can then set ventilation parameter values. When the Flight 60 is turned on, the parameter settings will be those of the previous patient. To change numeric parameters, tap the relevant control button and modify the value by pressing the plus or minus buttons. All parameter changes must be accepted within 5 seconds by tapping the control button or by pressing Enter. To change non-numeric parameters, tap the relevant control button, select the desired value, and confirm within 5 seconds by pressing Enter. Cancellation of any parameter changes can be done by waiting 5 seconds, pressing Cancel, or by tapping another control button. The Flight 60 has 3 main screens: Parameters, Extended, and Technical. The Parameters screen displays the main ventilation parameters, modes, and alarms. To view more advanced parameters, press on the Extended screen button. For all technical settings, press on the Technical screen button. To begin ventilation, enter the Parameters screen and press the On-Off button for 2 seconds. Switching off the Flight 60 can only be done while ventilating. Press the On-Off button once. A message will appear and then press again for 2 seconds. When switched off, an alarm will sound. Press the Alarm Reset button.